a year ago, I had a sleepover with a few of my friends. While we were playing, sometime around midnight, we decided we were going to have a prank war. And as you can probably guess, that was not one of our best decisions. We did many good pranks that night, but they were nothing compared to the one that I masterminded. I waited until everyone went to sleep, and then I slipped into my mom's room and got a tube of lipstick. My plan was to take the lipstick and mark all over my friends' faces while they were asleep. Pretty good prank, wouldn't you say? However, there was one major problem. It was very dark, so when I got ready to mark on my friends' faces, the lipstick fell out of its tube, and I stepped on it and I smeared it everywhere. When I realized there was something red all over my leg, I turned on the lights and saw the lipstick all over the room. I panicked and decided to cover it up with sleeping bags and try to sleep through the night. That was not one of my best nights. The next morning, when my mom started to clean up the sleeping bags before we went to Adventure Landing, she noticed the lipstick all over the carpet. Of course, I did the honorable thing and claimed I had no idea where it came from. I just assumed all nice rooms had red lipstick on the floor. Well, my mom's a little smarter than I give her credit for sometimes, and somehow she knew I was lying. I got grounded for 2 weeks. Now you may wonder what the point of the story is. Well, at that moment in my life, I had a lot of stress and I needed a way to find peace. The world we live in right now seems to have an abundance of problems, and our lives are very stressful. We are living in an economic crisis when many have lost their jobs, lost their homes, and lost all kinds of things. I'm fortunate to attend a private school, but some of my friends are actually having to leave the school because they can no longer afford the tuition. And we can all watch the news at night and see the people who are having to leave their homes and live in tent cities. And of course, this means that the crime rate is up as theft is getting more and more common. And then we all have the stress of school and jobs. This means, of course, that people are constantly looking for peace in their life and ways to solve the problems of the world. Unfortunately, many times we look in the wrong direction for the solution. Jesus gives us the solution. In fact, he is the solution. Jesus tells his disciples in John chapter 16:33, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. This means, of course, that our reaction to problems shows who Jesus really is. He tells us to be a light to the world. In Matthew chapter 5, Jesus tells us, you are a light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. So the way we react to troubles not only shows who we are, but whose we are. We need to react by trusting in Jesus, rather than reacting by the values of the world. Jesus tells us not to resist an evil person, but if someone strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him also the left cheek. You see, the world just does not understand this kind of response. We are conditioned in this world to return evil with evil, but Jesus tells us to return evil with kindness. Our reaction to problems allows us to be a light to the world, and that not only brings us peace, but it brings peace to all those around us. Now you may be wondering, well, how can I always know how to react? And the answer is in the Word. There are very few things in this life that you can count on 100% of the time, but God's Word never changes. His commandments are the same yesterday as the time that he spoke them into existence. And the Hebrew writer tells us, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. Now that is something you can count on. If we always follow God's rules, we will have peace and we will have hope, because we know we will receive his rewards in heaven. Now all of this is easy to talk about, but it's not always easy to do. Obviously, I needed to hear this speech really bad before I had that prank war I told you about a few minutes ago. Had I told my mom the truth about the lipstick, I would have certainly had more peace in my life. In fact, she later told me that the thing that disappointed her the most was not that I messed up the floor, but I messed up in my response to the situation. I also gave up a very good opportunity to be a light to my friend who's there that night and who's not yet a Christian. I should have let my light shine so he could have seen Jesus in me. And I certainly should have followed God's word even when it was painful to